Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Noles will put total leather to crank us up. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. First play of the drive, lost a throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Release to the back. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Now they'll run it to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Quick completion to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Fighting off the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run it from the gun. Shakes off the defender. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Jukes his way for more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really big job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Finds a man on the left. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Throwing right. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got the quick completion. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get it through the air. Right on the money. After the filthy move, he's got room.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Finds a little space. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Knowles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the single back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Yoder. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. Wants to keep it in the air. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires into the end zone. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Gets the back moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Trying to pound it in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. And the Seminoles want to move quickly.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the run.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to Davis. Breaks into the open. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes the grab.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it on the run. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The snap sets up to throw. Got his man. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Offense working from the pistol. The lone back's got it. Finding open areas. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time where you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Aggie.
What a great play call there on fourth down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that fourth down play for a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bacon. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the back. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Touchdown, Aggie! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Baker. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Yoder. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Yoder. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Yoder. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll throw on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Yoder. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door first and goal.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Wants to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, no! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Grabs it in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Quick release by the QB. Turning it on. Touchdown, Aggies. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Punts it out of the air. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. To fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Yoder. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. snap in the shotgun. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown Seminoles. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And it's go time. You need a play late, and the big tight end comes through for you. You find him, he does the rest, catches the football, gets in for the touchdown, and now you take the lead.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
He leaves it with his back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to run for it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned